my name is Lisa Bernard. My son Noah is on VHS, and we've been doing the junior Beanpot since 2017. And every year, my favorite part is seeing all of the hockey players, all of you guys on the ice together. It's really, really awesome to see you all here to play hockey for good. So thank you all for being here today. As many of you know who have junior Beanpot in the past, my oldest son and former VHS defenseman Jacob started the junior Beanpot at his bar mitzvah project. We never could have imagined that we would still be doing the tournament 7 years later, and that we would have raised over $100,000 for the Travis Shore Foundation. This year, the money raised will benefit the new Travis Shore Center for Enhanced Independence at Spa Rehabilitation. And a portion of the money will also support Weekend Wednesday rehabilitation at Journey Forward. There are a lot of people to thank, a lot of people behind the tournament. Thank you to the Brookline High School coach, Sarno, for supporting the continuation of the Journey Beanpot. Thank you to Coach Moran from Lexington, Coach Francosa from Beanpot, and Coach Seth from North for participating. I would like to especially thank the Foxborough Sports Center for donating ice, Coach Francosa, and his staff for helping with tournament logistics. They've been great as they were last year. Thank you also to the Brookline High School family, all the families, for helping with everything all the time. So thank you so much. And thanks to all of you for coming out today to support all of these players as we stay to honor Travis Shore. There are many ways you can contribute and help us raise important money for important cause. We have a silent auction with amazing items, 50-cent raffle tickets. We're going to pull a winning 50-cent raffle ticket and put up a silent auction between the days tomorrow, so be sure to check in. You can also take part in the Junior Beanpot 24 Challenge and make a donation of $24 or the denomination of 24 at a Junior Beanpot webpage. And all you kids, please share what you guys are doing here today. Share about the Junior Beanpot on social media. It's up to all of you to continue Travis' legacy. So thank you so much. I just want to introduce my son Noah Bernard to tell you more about our campus commitment to Junior Beanpot and introduce our special guests.
Over the years, Travis' friendship has motivated our family to continue his mission. He has inspired me and many others to live life with both a passion and a purpose. With Travis not here, it's up to all of us to continue his legacy of kindness, compassion, and perseverance through life's challenges. I'd like to say thank you to my coach, Coach Sarno, for his support, and my mom for their endless commitment to make this tournament possible. Now I'd like to introduce Brendan Collins, Travis' cousin and co-founder of Mayfield-Sheehan.
Hello, everybody, and thank you. Just want to, from the bottom of my heart and from our family, we really appreciate your continued support in this event and for continuing Travis' legacy. If Travis was here, I know what he would say because I've done many ranks with him all across New England. And whether he's talking about an NHL player or talking to a kid just learning how to play, he would say, have fun and don't take this for granted. You're all blessed to be able to play this sport. What he missed the most was the locker room, to be, being part of the team, the camaraderie he had with his fellow teammates. So don't take that for granted. He would have given anything. And I'm sure AJ would say the same. Jake Evo would give anything to be in your guys' shoes right now. The money raised is going to the Travis Shore Enhancement Center. What that's going to do is it's helping people that are recently paralyzed, that are going through rehabilitation. They're in a very vulnerable state. Obviously, they just got news that their their whole life is going to be turned upside down. And it's that time for them to rehab and to be able to try to get home. The Territory Enhancement Center is going to give people the tools, the technology, and support to help them get home. And it's a very important time in that process. And what I would say to Travis's legacy, that mentioned a couple of times, is that when Travis was going through that, he was on the fast track to the NHL. His dreams got cut short, obviously. And instead of being, having pity and feeling bad for himself, he looked around the hospital when he was going through rehab. And he realized that there were people that had it way worse than he did. They didn't have either the insurance that he got through the NCAA. They didn't have the family support, the support system. And so by the time he got back home, it took about a year of rehab, he immediately started his life's mission, which was to help other people that were worse off than he was through that rehabilitation period and onward. So I'm sure you've all heard as athletes the term when, you don't know the true character of a man until he gets knocked down and then the greats get back up. And I would agree with that. But the real special ones, the Travis Roys of the world, when they got knocked down, they not only got back up, they brought the rest of everybody up with them. And that's Travis's legacy. That's where the money's being raised. And that's what I hope you guys continue in your hockey careers and in all your careers going forward. Thank you very much, and have fun guys.
All right, everybody, it's time for the announcement.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. My name is Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. I am coming to you live from the Foxborough Sports Center in Foxborough, Massachusetts, to bring you live coverage of this, the 2023 Travis Roy Junior Beanpot Tournament. Today's semifinal contest pits the Brookline High Warriors against the Newton North High Tigers. We already had the earlier semifinal between Bishop-Feehan and Lexington. And now this one will decide the other team to go to the championship game tomorrow night and who will be going to the consolation third place game tomorrow. So you just saw the opening ceremony. We got speeches from members of the Gurdon family as this tournament was started by former Brookline High hockey player Jacob Gurdon. Of course, Jacob Gurdon graduated last year as a member of the class of 2022. But the tournament that he started carries on, and so the legacy of both Jacob Gurdon and, of course, the late, great Travis Roy both live on. We got some speeches as well, not just from members of the Gurdon family, but also a member of Travis Roy's family, talking about how the legacy of Travis Roy is that when life knocks you down, not only do you get back up, but you bring others up with you. And that's the whole point here. This tournament is raising money to benefit the Travis Roy Center for Enhanced Independence at Spalding Rehabilitation, meant to help those dealing with paralytic injuries so that they can live a more normal life and continue to live to the fullest the way Travis did, despite his devastating injury that left him a paraplegic for most of his life. Link to donate to the Junior Beanpot fundraiser is in the description section of this video down below, so be sure to go and check it out and help give to a great cause. And of course, as always, if you enjoy the live stream, be sure to like, subscribe, and all that. And of course, keep the good vibes going in the live chat. We got regular viewer Marlene Lyons already bringing the positive vibes in the live chat with a very simple go Dylan Cats and go Warriors. Sending her thoughts out to Brookline sophomore number 23, Dylan Katz. As you can see, the pregame clock in the bottom left corner of your screen on our scoreboard cam. We got about 5 minutes before this game gets underway. So I'm going to try and read through our rosters here today really quick. First, let's start over here on the left with the Newton North High Tigers. Going in order of jersey number, first off, we have a junior number 1, Gavin Doucette. A junior number 2, Hayden Willen. A senior number 4, Christian Kirker. A sophomore number 5, Tommy Cedrone. A sophomore number 6, Max Lee. A freshman number 7, Brody King. A junior number 8, Luke Tenaglia. A junior number 9, Aiden Umina. A senior number 11, Colin Walsh. A sophomore number 12, Will Pryor. A freshman number 13, Ben Horseman. A freshman number 14, Ben Pachus. A junior number 15, Steven Solari. A freshman number 17, Cam Norton. A freshman number 18, Ben Feyerberg. A freshman number 21, Raymond Arthur. A senior number 24, Michael Rogan. A senior number 29, Liam McGarry Partridge. And a sophomore number 30, Barnaby Dano. Head coach of the Newton North High School boys hockey team is Dan Doucette. So now let's take a look over here, and to any Newton North fans watching this stream, if you notice me flubbing the pronunciation of anyone's names, please let me know in the live chat. I want to get this as accurately as I can. But in the meantime, let's turn our attention over to the Brookline High Warriors. Once again, going in order of jersey number, first off, we have a freshman, number 1, Craig Haas. Another freshman, number 2, Jack Herman. A senior alternate captain, number 3, Marcus Pace. A junior captain, number 4, Noah Gurdon. A senior captain, number 5, Steve McDougall. A freshman, number 6, Greg Aptekman. A sophomore, number 7, Connor Erdman. A junior, number 8, Tommy May. A sophomore, number 9, Max Guo. A sophomore, number 10, Jace Gongadarin. A junior, number 11, Seth Walpowitz. A junior alternate captain, number 12, Henry Ames. A sophomore, number 13, Grady Ames. A senior, number 14, James Redding. A senior, number 16, Jason O'Brien. A senior captain, number 17, Emmett Tien. A sophomore, number 18, Thomas O'Brien. A sophomore, number 19, Ryan Wilson. A freshman, number 21, Owen Lacey. A senior, number 22, Matthew Murphy. A sophomore, number 23, Dylan Katz. And finally, a sophomore, number 30, Jack O'Connor. Head coach of the Brookline High boys hockey team is Anthony Sarno. Now, those of you may have noticed that Craig Haas, who's usually listed as number 31, is wearing number 1 today, and James Redding, who is usually number 27, is number 14. Brookline's got their new alternate red jerseys out for today's game, looking mighty fresh, and so a couple of jersey number differences. If anyone knows of any other jersey number differences that are different from what I read out, please let me know in the live chat. And same general note about pronunciation. If I'm flubbing one, please let me know. This is the semifinal of the 2023 Junior Beanpot Tournament. Brookline versus Newton North. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, and you are watching Brookline High Hockey. Oh, that's in! Oh my gosh! Don't blink! Now it's stolen away by McDougall. McDougall passes back, a shot by Gervais, score! It's recovered by Gurdon. Gurdon sends it for Zamel, deflected. Oh, juicy chance for Wells, and now it's in! Looking around, long pass out to James Redding, launches one, in! James Redding! Now it's a chase for the puck. Caleb Weldon gets there, fires, juicy rebound, score! Emmett Tian with the hat trick! All right, so that's the end of our pre-game clock. We got more good vibes coming in the live chat. I love to see it from Marlene Lyons. Uncle B says, go Dylan Katz from Michigan. Love getting to hear about all the places people are tuning in from. Always so awesome. Really gives you a proper appreciation for how far technology has come. And then there's a familiar name, Brookline High boys soccer goalkeeper Jackson McGee in the live chat. Oh yes, Jesse, that transition was sick. Well, Jackson, I try. So here we go. We've got Brookline in their red jerseys with white jersey numbers. Newton North in their black jerseys with orange numbers. You know, special game or not, you always know it's going to be a good one. And it is funny, happy little coincidence, Jackson McGee in the live chat, because he knows a thing or two about playing against Newton North for a good cause. Of course, the two boys soccer teams from these two schools faced off as part of the Kicks for Cancer event earlier this year. That was hosted, if I recall correctly, by Concord Carlisle High School. And now the Foxborough Sports Center so gracious as to host this great tournament, the Travis Roy Junior Beanpot Tournament. Once again, remember, folks, a link to donate to the Travis Roy Center for Enhanced Independence at Spalding Rehabilitation. The link's in the description. They've raised $2,500 so far. The target for the weekend is $5,000. Get in there and donate. For right now, we've got hockey to play. They're bringing the noise here in Foxborough. Puck is dropped. We're underway. It's corralled by Marcus Pace, bringing it across the blue line for Brookline. Tried to pass through, but it was deflected by a skate. Now cleared out and out of play and off a coach's head, looked like. That clear coming from Newton North's number 2, Hayden Willen. And so because that went out of play, we are going to get a face-off in the Newton North end. Face-off is kept on the attack. Almost a juicy chance. Tien recovers. Backhand shot is saved by Gavin Doucette. So they're keeping it in the Newton North end so far. Brookline and Newton North faced off earlier this season at Newton North. Brookline coming away with a 3-0 win in that one. This face-off is kind of frozen at the center of the circle. It's finally cleared out. Back to Dylan Katz. Long shot is saved. Cleared out. Back to James Redding. Another long shot saved by Doucette. Recovered by Tien. Tien backhands it in! Emmett Tien off the assist from James Redding. And I think we can give a secondary assist to Dylan Katz on that play. And just like that, the Warriors on the board in 31 seconds. Emmett Tien, great stick skills and great awareness to find that puck, gain control of it, and find that open opportunity. Brookline now leads Newton North 1-0 as that attempted lift by Steve McDougall goes over the boards. No change in the scoreboard as of yet, but it is 1-0 Brookline. Neutral zone face-off. And it is corralled by Brookline, pushed into the Newton North end where it's taken around the back by number 17, Cam Norton. Tries to push it up ice, but disrupted by Steve McDougall. Sent around where it's chased down by Connor Erdman. He gets it over to McDougall. McDougall looking around, sends it across too fast. But Henry Ames trying to keep it on the attack, trying to apply the forecheck there. Attempted clear goes back to Jack Herman. Herman's shot redirected, but blocked by Newton North as they clear it out to the neutral zone. Chased down around the back by Herman, trying to clear it. That push from Newton North goes wide. Now it's corralled by Erdman. Erdman sends it around. Ames tries to freeze it, tries to move it, but it's walled. Ames recovers. Backhand pass is blocked. Recovered again by Ames. Now he lifts it high. Blocked once again by Newton North. And now finally it's tracked down by the Brookline back line. Newton North trying to apply the forecheck, but they didn't have the numbers as they were making a switch, and so now it's taken out the back by Grady Ames. Ames skating with it in transition. Ames taking it himself. His approach, his shot is saved by Doucette. You can see I'm trying out some new camera angles. Not sure how much I'll stick with it, as I am also trying to memorize the names for the Newton North players as we go. But we're going to have a Newton North end face-off here. Face-off is sent back to Redding, who lifts it over to the near side. It's pushed back to Katz. Katz's long shot was redirected and cleared out by Newton North. Oh, but now a redirect. Gon Gadarin tried to send in a shot. It was just barely wide of the net, almost snuck past Doucette. Puck now in the corner. Ames wrestling for it with a couple of Tigers. It's cleared out, but taken by Max Guo. Passed over for Ames. Centering pass just broken up by number 9, Aiden Umina. Now lifted out. It's deflected right back in, so Redding pushes it forward. And now gets it all the way down to the Newton North end. That's the weirdest ricochet I've ever seen. And now trapped in the boards. Noah Gurdon trying to get in there, but it's taken out by Brody King. Attempted clear is walled off by Katz. Katz sends one to the middle. Almost a fantastic redirect by Tien, but not quite. Gurdon taking it out the back. Turns around, backhander pass to Tien. Tien coming around. Now ends it around the boards. Into the corner it goes. Attempted clear by Newton North. Walled off again by Katz. He's doing a great job of keeping it in the attack end early in this one. Pace trying to move it along, but lost track of it. Sent around the boards where there's a scrum for the puck, and it's ultimately pushed out by Umina. Chased down by Redding. Now Tien takes it back. Tien on the approach, tried to weave through, knocked away from him. Gurdon fires a shot, misses wide. Pace recovers. They tried to poke it home, but Doucette laid out to stop that. I'm seeing more good vibes in the live chat. Sorry, I can't necessarily say off every single one of them at the moment. Face-off won by Brookline. Erdman's shot was blocked, recovered by Ames. Almost tried to punch it in, but just barely blocked. Ames skating around with it. Sends a backhander around, taken by McDougall. McDougall skating with it, sends it along the back for Erdman. Erdman collects it. Coming across, fires a shot, saved by Doucette, cleared out, but recovered. Long shot again, misses wide off the stick of number 11, Seth Walpowitz. So after that offsides call, we're going to have a neutral zone face-off. Face-off is corralled. This is Greg Aptekman skating with it. Tries to fire one towards the middle. Almost poked home by Grady Ames. Just barely stopped by number 6, Max Lee. Trying to make the approach there. It's cleared out, walled, and into the neutral zone it goes, where it's taken by Max Guo. Guo pass across, misses his target. Sent off the boards. Ricocheting several different ways. They're trying to get it, peel it off the boards there, and finally it squirts out and is controlled by the Warriors. That pass misses Aptekman as he gets leveled, but now Guo takes it, fires a shot high and wide. Chasing after it is Katz to keep it on the attack end, but it is cleared out to the neutral zone. Couple of ricochets off skates, and now Brookline takes it back. This is Grady Ames. Ames tried to go through the legs, but went too far, poked away by Doucette. Ames wrestling for it in the corner, sends it around the back, corralled by number 15, Steven Solari. Attempted clear, walled off again by Katz. Solari recovers himself, trying to clear it again. This time walled off by Jason O'Brien, who pushes it around the boards. Newton North trying to move it. They get it out to the neutral zone, where it is corralled. That is James Redding. Backhander into the attack end, where Noah Gurdon pushes it along the boards. It's pushed back. Now Marcus Pace trying to get in there, wrestling with a couple of Tigers players. Puck squirts out. Tian trying to stay with it, but it's knocked away by number 29, Liam McGarry Partridge. Partridge tries to move it up, but walled off by Gurdon. Gurdon turns around, pushes it back. Pushed back forward. Gurdon sends it wide. Rebound. Tian tries to center it. Almost knocked home by Pace, but not quite. Walled off by Doucette. Now Willen lifts it up. Newton North trying to get on the attack. They've been living in their own end here in the first period. And now that one's walled off. Gurdon with it, tries to turn around. Shot was blocked. Recovered now by Thomas O'Brien. Shot saved by Doucette and covered up. Thomas O'Brien, of course, a player who knows all about dangerous injuries. Maybe not the same kind that the Travis Roy Foundation focuses on, but you know, he and his Brookline teammates know just how scary injuries can be. As this faceoff goes right back to Erdman. Shot is saved by Doucette. Good set piece between McDougall and Erdman. Game's moving too fast. 8:54 on the clock here in the first period. 1-0 Brookline. Faceoff is being scrummed for, controlled by the Warriors. Pass goes back to O'Brien. O'Brien kind of whiffed on that one, but it benefited him as the defender shot past him. O'Brien keeps up the wall. It redirects to Ames. His shot was directed wide into the corner. O'Brien again ricochets it, but this time it goes right to a Tigers player on the attack. Weaving through, and that one is in. Goal scored by, I believe, number 8, Luke Tenaglia. That's one of the things that's tough when your team is very much winning the possession battle. You know, you've got to be careful because a counterattack can really come just like, you know, like that. Imagine I was snapping my fingers into the mic. But we're going to be all squared at 1 apiece here with 8:32 on the clock here in the first. Puck sent around the boards, corralled by, I believe, Dylan Katz. Pass is lifted up. Skating with it now is Jace Gongadarin. Gongadarin turns around, tries a centering one, nothing there, and it's going to be taken by Tommy Cedrone. Cedrone passes up to number 24, Michael Rogan, but it's knocked away from him. Taken now for a second by Grady Ames, but then knocked away by number 18, Ben Feyerberg. Feyerberg lifts it up, finds a target, saved by Craig Haas off the long shot from number 6, Max Lee. Staying in the Brookline end, Max Guo trying to clear it. It's walled off. Sent around the boards by number 7, Brody King. And now, after it's around the boards, stolen away by Brookline, lifted all the way down to the Newton North end. And it's going to be taken by King while Brookline makes a full change. King, a long pass through, takes advantage of a change, actually, as that was Willen skating in with it. Now Walpowitz gets it up to Gurdon. Gurdon collides with a teammate, and it's sent right back into the Brookline end. Coming around for it, I believe, is Walpowitz. It's lifted, but kept on the attack by Newton North. Almost a point-blank chance there, but he whiffed on it. Now a long shot saved by Haas. Rebound, score! Aiden Umina on the putback. And in the blink of an eye, before the scoreboard could even make it 1-1, it's 2-1 Newton North. So 2-1 now in favor of the Tigers. 7:12 to go here in the first. Face-off won by Brookline. It's lifted down to the Newton North end, and that's going to be icing. Like I said, I'm loving the good vibes in the live chat, but also let me know as I'm experimenting with this new camera I got earlier this week, if there are any different levels of zoom or exposure levels you want me to change in that aspect. But for right now, in the Brookline end, McDougall tries to clear. It's walled off by number 14, Ben Pachus. Or Pachus, that's what it is. I think it's Pachus. Anyway, out of the scrum, it's Henry Ames with it. Nice move across the blue line. Shot is turned away by Doucette. Might have come in wide. Newton North trying to clear it. Brookline keeping up the forecheck. This is Umina, who just got the go-ahead score. Pushing it up to a teammate. That's Hayden Willen, who gets it into the neutral zone, but now it's corralled by Brookline. Thomas O'Brien pushes it forward, finds Connor Erdman. Umina comes in to disrupt that. Now it's pinned up against the boards, and Umina pushes it out all the way down to the Brookline end, where it's recovered by Dylan Katz. Long pass up, just gets away from Erdman. Now number 15, Solari, trying to keep control of it, bring it around the back, but it's stolen away by Brookline. Coming around the back, a pass goes back to O'Brien. He tries to send it forward. Erdman tries to push it, but it goes wide. Chased down now by Max Guo. Guo sending it around the boards, where it's going to be corralled by Newton North. Attempted clear, walled off by Erdman. Erdman gets the feet taken out from under him. Guo had it for a second, but now it's taken away by King. Now pushed all the way up ahead by Hayden Willen, but Thomas O'Brien gets there first. Doesn't matter. Willen takes it, shot saved by Haas. That was a near disastrous situation for Brookline, as that could have turned into 3 quick goals for the Tigers. But instead, it will stay 2-1. Face-off controlled by Newton North. Sent around the boards by Luke Tenaglia, who had Newton North's first goal. Around the boards it goes. It's poked loose, but recovered by Walpowitz. Walpowitz whips it around the boards. It's a fight between Solari and Aptekman. Now squirts out, taken by Walpowitz. Walpowitz sends it up for Guo. Guo sends a pass, gets it through to Aptekman. Aptekman skating through across the blue line. Tries to fire a shot, but it's blocked up into the netting by Solari. 5:06 on the clock here in the first period. Newton North leading Brookline 2-1. Goals for the Tigers scored by Luke Tenaglia and Aiden Umina. For Brookline, their lone goal coming from Emmett Tien. Face off. Corralled for a second by Tien, but too much traffic. Now Gurdon fighting to keep it on the attack. Gets pinned to the boards. Sent around the back, where it's taken by Cam Norton. Norton sends it around, aiming for Willen, but it's disrupted Pinned to the boards. Willen does manage to recover it, fight through the neutral zone, but it's taken by Brookline, and it's launched out of play off the stick of Thomas O'Brien. And so this will go down to the Brookline end. Face-off won by Newton North. Pushed forward, just barely knocked away, and now Brookline skating on the counter. This is Noah Gurdon trying to force it through. Gets across the blue line, but now he's in a race with Umina. Puck squirts out. Tien sends a shot in, saved, and it's put back by Gurdon! Noah Gurdon in the tournament founded by his older brother ties it up for Brookline. Emmett Tien on the assist there as he sent a shot that he didn't quite have the angle for. It was blocked off by Doucette easily, but the rebound squirted out and it was collected by Gurdon and punched home. We're seeing a lot of putback scores so far today, as 3 of the 4 goals scored between these two teams came on the rebound. 2-all. Brookline trying to skate up with it again. This time it's McDougall sending it into the corner for himself. Tries a crosser. Almost punched in by Erdman, but Doucette covers it up. A nice idea, and the officials talking a little with McDougall about that extra push he tried to take at the puck after the play had been whistled dead. Newton North end face-off. It's pushed forward by McDougall, and he chases it down around the back. Coming around the back. Sends it back to Jason O'Brien. And out of the scrum, it's into the neutral zone, taken by the Tigers. Dylan Katz knocks it away. It's knocked back into the neutral zone, pushed down to the Brookline end. And it's going to be chased down by Katz. Katz just going to patiently come around with it, send it up to Henry Ames. Ames sends it up to McDougall. McDougall lost track of it, and it's knocked away by King. Up to Rogan. Rogan gets smushed into the boards by McDougall as it goes around. And oh, that's a hard hit, and that's going to be a cross-check against Newton North as Jace Gongadaran got pushed into the boards there. You know, again, I've said it a million times because you see this penalty happen a lot. There's no ill intent, but it's a dangerous play nonetheless, and it is a mistake. You know, if a guy is far enough away from the boards that he could fall down to his knees before he hits the boards, that's too far. And so Ben Feyerberg will serve a 2-minute minor for the cross-check. Game knotted up, Brookline on the power play. Face-off is corralled by McDougall, coming around the back. Opening's not there. He resets the play for the power play unit. Pass goes back. Winding and firing was Gurdon, but his shot was redirected wide. Now Tien recovers, passes back to McDougall. McDougall surveying his options, sends it back to Gurdon. Gurdon from the point over to McDougall. McDougall looking around. Looking, tries to send a pass, goes off the skate of Umina. And now out of the many ricochets, it is lifted out to the neutral zone, taken by Umina, and lifted into the Brookline end. And I think that one might have gone off the side of the boards and the bench, and so that's going to stop the action there. Among the comments in the live chat from Francisco Murillo Delerme, sorry if I flubbed that, let's go little Craig Haas, because a fun fact, the Brookline netminder is Craig Haas III. Off the faceoff, it's controlled by Henry Ames. Now sent back to Emmett Tien. Back to Ames. Ames tried to send it through, blocked. The clear was walled off by McDougall, but his pass was redirected. Recovered, pass through to Tien. Tien's one-timer was blocked into the netting. And so with 1:06 left on the penalty, we have another face-off in the Newton North end. Face-off, squirted out. Oh, and a whiff on the attempted clear by Gurdon. And now Hayden Willen trying to take advantage, but he gets sandwiched by Tien and Gurdon. And now Gurdon skating on the counter, gains the blue line. Gurdon trying to take it himself, turns around, passes back for Ames. Henry Ames tries a shot, blocked. That one was blocked by number 12, Will Pryor. Tien now skiing with it from the point, sends it through the middle, saved by Doucette. I don't think he expected that one to come through. Oh, wait, it's knocked in! Henry Ames knocked that one in. You know, sometimes when the puck goes into the crease and the goalie's not able to completely cover it up, it just becomes a free-for-all. And if someone is able to jump into that veritable lasagna of hockey players and sticks and pads and poke it home, then they've earned that score. So that power play goal will be credited to Henry Ames. Assist from Emmett Tien, who's now got a goal and 2 apples today. And that will end the power play, although the scoreboard still shows it. It automatically ends with the goal. Brookline staying on the attack now with a 3-2 lead in what has been a very high-scoring first period. It's still the first period, folks. Oh, my goodness. Lifted down to the Brookline end. Katz tries to send it around. It's blocked by Tenaglia. Sent back. Long shot from Solari is blocked down by Redding. Skating with it now was Matthew Murphy. Pass was off the mark. Now a clear is chased down by Murphy. Murphy sends a pass up ahead. And now it's sent ahead to Tommy May. Puck gets tangled up in the skates of the official. And now Newton North working on the counter. That's Christian Kirker lifting it over the boards and out. So 1:18 left here in the first. 3-2. The Warriors lead the Tigers. And now we'll have a center ice face-off. It's controlled by the Tigers. Norton pushes it up ice. It goes down to the Brookline end where it's controlled by the Warriors. Now a couple passes. It finds Marcus Pace. Pace lifts it into the corner for himself. Gets pinned to the boards. And coming out with it is one of his line mates, sent to the middle. Pace has it now. Shot! Saved by Doucette. A little bit of entanglement there in the crease. Some nice puck movement there on that play from the Gurdon-Tien Pace line. But a nice save out of the air by Gavin Doucette. Face-off is sent back to Tien. Shot, what a pad save, or blocker save rather. Now a centering pass, almost just sent wide. I can't even comment on how nice of a save that was by Doucette. Puck is pinned to the boards once again. Gurdon sends it out. Tien tried to get a shot, but was just barely blocked. Now skating on the counter is Umina. Umina gains the blue line, still skating with it. Lost his footing off the hip check from Thomas O'Brien. And I think that one might come up against the Warriors. They might be getting O'Brien for a tripping call. This penalty will bleed into the second period, as there are only 24.7 seconds left here in the first. And indeed, it will be Thomas O'Brien going into the box. That should be a 2-minute minor. And I think it's for tripping. So now Newton North on the power play. We've seen one power play goal so far. That shot was saved by Haas. McDougall tries to clear, but it's walled off by, I want to say, King. Pass goes across, long shot, almost redirected in. That was a big scoring chance for Tenaglia, but just couldn't get it home. He now sends it around to Umina. Umina sends it out back. Long shot was parked, and that is going to end the first period. The score at the end of one. The Brookline Warriors 3, the Newton North Tigers 2. And we'll be starting the second period with a 1 minute 36-second power play for the Tigers. Goals scored this period. For Newton North, the goals came from Luke Tenaglia and Aiden Umina. For Brookline, Emmett Tien, Noah Gurdon, and Henry Ames, the goal scorers, with Ames getting his goal on the power play. Tien assisted, I believe, by James Redding and I think even Dylan Katz on the secondary assist, while Gurdon and Ames were both assisted by Tien. So Brookline producing offensively, Newton North producing offensively, an absolute score fest of a first period, and it is 3-2 Brookline as we enter this first intermission. Thank you again for tuning in today to the 2023 Travis Roy Junior Beanpot Tournament semifinal between Brookline and Newton North. Winner will play the championship game tomorrow. Loser will still be playing tomorrow. They'll be playing in the third place game against the loser of the other game between Bishop-Feehan and Lexington. I didn't quite see who won that one, but the winner of both games will be playing in the championship game tomorrow. I believe that game is at 7:30. The losers play in the consolation game, which I believe is at 5. But in the meantime, for this one, remember, if you're enjoying the live stream, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on all my coming live streams, including tomorrow's Brookline game, whether they be in the championship or the consolation. I will be there streaming it. So be sure to stay tuned for that, as well as all home hockey games for Brookline High boys and girls hockey this winter. Subscribing to the channel can help you stay tuned. And of course, keep those good vibes going in the live chat. And remember, go down to the description section. This part's important. Go down to the description section. You can find the link where you can donate to the fundraiser for this tournament, where money is being raised benefiting the Travis Roy Center for Enhanced Independence at Spalding Rehabilitation. And that phrasing is so important, enhanced independence, because this is a tournament that is held to benefit paraplegics and other people with debilitating physical injuries that make it tough for them to, do their everyday functions of living. So being able to enhance the amount of living independence that they have, despite those severe injuries, is oh so important. It's not just about surviving those injuries, it's about continuing to live your life. So be sure to donate. Go to the link in the description section down below. But for now, it's the first intermission. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan from the Foxborough Sports Center. I'll be back with the second period after a brief break off the mic. Stay tuned. Hello, everybody. Back on the mic. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, coming to you live from the Foxborough Sports Center in Foxborough, Massachusetts, for this, the 2023 Junior Beanpot Hockey Tournament semifinal between Brookline and Newton North. And I got good news on the Junior Beanpot charity front. The number of money raised has gone up from $2,502 to $2,626 donated towards the Travis Roy Center for Enhanced Independence at Spalding Rehabilitation. Happy to make that update. Keep donating, folks. Links down in the description. Give me a reason to keep updating this number throughout the night. Brookline holding a 3-2 lead as we get ready for the second period of this one. Excuse me. But they will be starting this second period on the shorthand, as out come the Newton North High Tigers, who already have to be feeling much better about how they've been playing in this one so far as compared to the tough result they had against Brookline on January 4th on their home ice. That game ending in a 3-0 victory for the Warriors. But now we got a 3-2 score, just a flurry of goals in that first period. Started with a goal by Emmett Tien for Brookline to make it 1-0 Warriors. Then a goal by Luke Tenaglia tied it up for Newton North. And then another goal, this time by Aiden Umina, gave Newton North a very quick lead at 2-1. Brookline answered back, the equalizer scored by Noah Gurdon. And then a power play goal scored by Henry Ames leaves the score where it is presently. You can see on the scoreboard cam in the bottom left corner of your screen that there will be a penalty being served to start this second period. 1:35 still on the clock for the tripping penalty against Thomas O'Brien, number 18 for Brookline. And so Newton North will have the man-up advantage, but it's the more awkward type of man-up advantage where you have to start at center ice instead of, starting already in the opponent's end. Just makes things a little more awkward when trying to set up your play on the power play. Here we go, second period underway. And it's controlled by Brookline and lifted down to the Newton North end. And that's... Did they just call icing against the shorthanded team? But that's... Oh, the face-off violation, I guess? Whatever that was, we're going to do this again. And it is sent back to Dylan Katz, who backhands it through the neutral zone. It is controlled by number 6, Max Lee. Now sent across to Brody King and then back to Lee. Lee pushes it around the boards. It's chased down by James Redding, but he gets pinned to the boards by Aiden Umina. Coming out with it is Hayden Willen. Willen passes across to King. Shot blocked by the big body of big James Redding. And it's lifted out. And now it's a race for the puck. And it's going to go all the way back to Gavin Doucette, who sends it out the side. And it's going to be poked forward by King. Corralled by Katz, cleared out to the neutral zone. Controlling it is Lee, sends it back to King. And up to, I think, Tenaglia as it's sent around the boards. Redding trying to control it, manages to backhand it over to Katz. Attempt to clear, walled off by Lee. Shot is blocked and sent wide. Attempt to clear by Katz is controlled by Tenaglia. Tries to send it around the back. And Willen manages to get control of it, send it around to Umina. Umina's pass back misses King, and it goes out to the neutral zone. Newton North resets with just over 20 seconds left on the power play. Grady Ames applying the forecheck through the neutral zone. McDougall steals it away, gets it in to the Newton North end. A line change allows Brookline to keep on the forecheck. That was Noah Gurdon as McDougall sends it around the boards. Newton North resetting with just 5 seconds left on the penalty. They at least want to get it down to the Brookline end. Lee skating with it, sends a long pass across to an open Umina. Umina gains the blue line, fires a shot well wide. We are back at even strength. Willen taking it around the back corner. Sends it back, ricochets away. Kept on the attack somehow, but then cleared out by Gurdon. Tien skating up with it, fires saved by Doucette, and a weird ricochet prevented the rebound. Sent out to the neutral zone where it's chased down and controlled by Redding. Long pass across to Tien. Tien sends it up, deflects away from the intended target, taken instead by Steven Solari. Now lost puck taken by Tien. Tien skating around the back. Sends it around the boards. Pace collides with an official but keeps the puck, sends it to the middle. It's just barely covered up by Doucette as the net gets taken off the poles, and we got some pushing and shoving after the play. So they will put the net back on its poles as both teams setting up some new lines for this Newton North End face-off. Face-off is corralled by Newton North, lifted out to the neutral zone where it's chased down by Thomas O'Brien. Sent back, chased down, and the attempted clear from number 17, Cam Norton, does eventually get pushed out to the neutral zone where it's taken by Jack Herman, passed for Henry Ames, who sends it around the boards. And it's going to be collected by Connor Erdman. Norton trying to force that out. Now a weird ricochet around the skates taken by McDougall. His attempted move was ricocheted. Herman sends it. McDougall tried to sneak in and backhand it, but it's saved by Doucette. Now in the corner, it's taken for a second by Erdman, but lost track of it. Now taken by Norton. Norton pass misses its target. Erdman, the slap shot, saved by Doucette. Erdman tried to punch in the rebound, but got tangled up with Lee. Around the boards it goes. Lee sends it around. Kept on the attack by Ames. Now back and forth. Lee and Ames just playing catch at this point. Now Lee manages to get it out to the neutral zone. And it's cleared out to the neutral zone back again by Brookline. Now it's controlled by Herman. Jack Herman sends it up through the neutral zone. Herman collides. Now Lee takes it. Pass back for Norton. Norton passes across to Lee. Lee trying to fend off the forecheck and clear it out. Collides off the skates of McDougall. Lee takes it back, sends a backhander pass up to Christian Kirker. Into the neutral zone it goes. Kirker trying to stay with it. Collides, I think, with Max Guo. Through the neutral zone it goes. And that's going to be, I believe, icing against Brookline. So 10:42 on the clock here in the second period. After a first period that saw 5 pucks go to the back of the net. We haven't had any yet here in the second. Face-off is controlled, sent back to Brody King. Shot goes wide. Keeping up on the forecheck is Steven Solari. Tries to send a pass through, too much traffic. Brookline trying to clear it. That defense was provided by Dylan Katz. King sends it to the far side boards, controlled by Gongadar, sent back to Walpowitz. Across to Katz. Katz pass, gets away from Guo and is taken by Umina. Umina sends it to the far end, tries to send it up for Willen, but broken up. Now taken by Gongadar and passed up to Guo. Guo coming around. Shot just missed. Might have been saved by Doucette, might have gone off the pole. But a nice drag move by Guo to set up that shot. Umina skating on the counter. Takes it around the back. Surveying his options. Sends it back around. And it's sent back up. Umina sends it back around. Chased down by Ben Pachis. Pass across. Long shot from Norton is saved by Haas. So we'll have a Brookline end face-off with 9:40 on the clock here in the second. Still a 3-2 Brookline lead. No score yet in this second period after a flurry of goals in the first. Face-off gets tangled up. Tien tries to push it out, but Lee keeps it on the attack. Now Gurdon corrals it. Gurdon sends it up for Tien. Tien manages to backhand it into the neutral zone. It's a race for the puck. And we've got a penalty. I think that one's going to go against Newton North. I think they're going to get him for holding Marcus Pace. And indeed, Brookline is going to have another power play. They've scored 1 goal on the advantage so far today. And now Luke Tenaglia is going to serve a 2-minute minor for holding. Face-off is won by Newton North and lifted all the way down to the Brookline end where it's stopped by Haas. The clear coming from number 14, Ben Pachis. Now Brookline trying to reset. This is McDougall skating through. Taps a pass for Grady Ames. Ames sends it back to the point to Gurdon. Gurdon launches a shot into traffic. Almost poked in, but it's sent wide. Long clear attempt gets past Gurdon and down to the Brookline end. The Warriors will have to reset. Watch out, Yumina's coming. Attempted clear from Haas. Broken up by Yumina. He keeps it on the attack. Now Yumina has it stolen by Tien. And now Tien skating it through the neutral zone. He's got a lane, gains the blue line. Coming around the back. Passes for McDougall. McDougall sends it back. Tien lost it into the neutral zone, so Brookline will reset. Now Tien gains the blue line. Coming around, tries a backhand, saved by Doucette. Now corralled pass to the point to Gurdon. Gurdon, long shot, deflected down. Almost a juicy rebound chance, but Lee was there first for a long clear. 40 seconds left on the power play as Gurdon takes it. Fakes out the forechecker. Sends a pass through, goes off a skate and into the Newton North end. Brookline kind of lost control of it there, and that's actually going to be icing against Brookline. So they're going to be taking a face-off in the end of the power play team. You don't see that too often. 32 seconds still left on the penalty on Tenaglia. Face-off won by Newton North. Long shot comes in, but it's deflected wide. Newton North staying on the attack, but not anymore. It's pushed out into the neutral zone by Pace. Now the puck gets tangled up with the skates of the official. Recovered by Max Guo. Pass across. Finds his target. Another pass misses wide, and it's cleared out. Just 10 seconds left on the penalty. And it looks like Brookline will not be getting another power play goal. Katz skating with it. Long pass out of reach of Redding. And now Newton North tries to clear it, but Redding takes it, and we're back at even strength. Brookline skating on the attack. Gaining the blue line is Marcus Pace. Coming around, but recovers it. Pass through to Guo. Guo weaving through. Shot misses wide. Guo's had a couple of great chances, but no luck on the shot so far. Pace takes it in the corner. He's pinned by King, but he escapes. Now gets pinned by Solari. Very close to being a cross-check there, but no whistle. Now a crossing pass intercepted by Hayden Willen. Willen lifts it. It's knocked down by Redding, but now Redding's got to chase after it as Willen is keeping up with it. Willen sends it around the boards, and it's taken by Katz. Katz up for Guo. It's broken up by Lee. Goes into the Newton North end. Yumina chases it down. What on earth? Did they just call a high stick? They did. They called a high stick against Hayden Willen. Brookline's going back on the power play again. So Willen will serve 2 minutes for the high stick. Face-off won by Brookline, goes back to Gurdon. Gurdon skating across the middle, fires from the point, and it's missed wide. Tien recovers, backhands it over to Henry Ames. Ames skating around with it, back to Tien. Tien back to Ames. Ames looking around. dumps it off for Tien. Tien sends it back to the point to Gurdon. Gurdon winds and fires. It's blocked by the skate of Umina. Gurdon pushes it around the corner after chasing it down. McDougall takes it around the back. Now McDougall doesn't hand it off, stays with it, gives it back to Gurdon. Gurdon, pass across to Tien. Tien fires, saved by Doucette. Recovered on the rebound by McDougall. McDougall gives it over to Gurdon. Gurdon shot, saved by Doucette, and cleared out by Lee. Newton North making a full change. Brookline making a partial change. McDougall manages to fake out Kirker, and he gets a pass across to Redding. Redding, a long pass up, misses its target, and this might go for icing, and it will. Second straight power play where Brookline's had an icing call go against them. So 51 seconds still on the penalty, but the faceoff is going to be in the Brookline end. Faceoff is sent to the near boards where it's corralled by Redding. Redding is going to hand it off, I believe, to Katz. Long pass up finds its target. This is Connor Erdman. Erdman sending it around the boards, but getting there first is Solari. Solari trying to fend off Pace and Erdman, but Pace takes it. Pace manages to force it along the back. Surveying his options, he turns around, sends a pass out to Redding. Redding sends one down the line to Pace. Pace sends one across, misses everybody. Erdman recovers, sends it back to Katz. Katz passes back for Erdman. Erdman tries a shot, saved by Doucette. Recovered by Erdman. Now a poke check gets it loose, and that's going to be an easy clear for number 12, Will Pryor, and we are back on even strength. Immediate clear. Brookline tried to take advantage of the change, but it's poked away from Pace, and Guo gets leveled from behind as he pushes that one up. Guo a little slow to get up, no call. Lee gains the blue line. Gets tangled up with Redding, can't get a clean shot off. Now sent around the boards. Lee gets there first, sends it back. Long shot misses wide off the stick of Umina. Now the puck's gonna slide all the way out to the neutral zone. Umina takes it again. Pass up, finds Willen. Pass back up to Umina. Umina trying to come around. He gets pinned to the boards and is taken back by Katz. Long pass up. Oh, slipping and falling was Ames, and that becomes an icing. Good idea, just slightly off the mark on the pass, and so we will go back to the Brookline end for this face-off. 3:36 on the clock here in the second period. Still 3-2 Brookline. Face-off, corralled by the Warriors. No, it's lost. Almost sent in on the backhand by Christian Kirker in the confusion, but Craig Haas with the blocker save. Now skating on the counter is Tien. Tien gets around a defender, backhander save by Doucette. And now it's stuck in the corner. Squirts out. Attempted clear by Kirker. A hard hit from Gurdon, but again, no whistle. And skating out with it, Brookline tries to lift a pass, gets to Tien. Tien turns around, sends a pass back for Walpowitz. Knocked away from Walpowitz. Odd man rush for the Tigers. Kirker couldn't stay with it. It's knocked away. Good get back speed by Tien, and it's cleared out by O'Brien. Now a long shot from King is saved by Haas. Walpowitz sends a long pass up to McDougall in the neutral zone. McDougall, backhander into the attack end as Brookline makes a full change. Now they're trying to clear it, and they do. They get it up to Pryor. Pryor pushes it forward, and it's going to go all the way to Haas, and he's going to cover it up. 2:24 left in the second period. Still no score in this period. after 5 collective goals scored in the first. I feel like a broken record, but really, you know, it was the best of times, it was the worst of times. It was the season of scoring. It was the season of defense, you know, whatever you want to call it. Now passing goes up, bit tangled in the skates, but recovered by Henry Ames. Ames tries to send a pass through, but intercepted by Norton. Norton tries to clear, but it's taken by Erdman. Erdman tries to send a pass through, but it's blocked. Attempted clear from Lee was blocked, but now it's lifted out, and that's going to be icing on Newton North. .203. Face-off is chased down by McDougall, coming around the back, trying to fend off Norton. He kicks it, comes around the back, backhander saved by Doucette, putback was blocked. Trying to recover around the back, come back in and try another shot, again saved by Doucette. Doucette is a wall here. And now it's sent around the boards. Umina chases it down, sends it around. Redding sends it up. Henry Ames had it for a second, but now gets tangled up with Max Lee in the neutral zone. Now it's pushed into open ice, where it's pushed across the blue line by Erdman, but he lost track of it. It's cleared out by Umina. And that's going to be icing. 1:15 left in this second period. And still it is Brookline 3, Newton North 2. So now another Newton North end face-off. Face-off is controlled by Grady Ames. Ames coming around the back, escapes the defender. Sends a pass back to Herman. Herman tries to send one through, redirected by Guo. Another great shot by Max Guo, but again can't find the back of the net. And that's going to be icing on Newton North again. Boy, Max Guo feels like he's been the most unluckiest son of a gun on the ice so far today. I mean, he's had some real beautiful chances to score, and just nothing is finding home yet. Face-off is pushed to the back end, chased down by Solari. Solari into the corner, pinned to the boards, but Solari escapes with it. Now trying to fend off. Puck is knocked loose, controlled now by Umina. Umina trying to fend off the forecheck from Guo. Lost in his skates for a second, but now sends it up for Solari. Attempted clear is walled off by Brookline again. Now it's pinned to the boards. About 30 seconds left in the period. And it finally squirts out. Umina comes out with it. Skating with it, lifts a high pass. It's caught and downed by Katz. Katz pass up, finds his target, but Ames couldn't stay with it for long. Attempted clear, gets through, but oh, hard hit from Katz. And I think they actually, did they call an offsides on Brookline, I think? As technically Brookline couldn't cross the blue line at that point. So we're going to have a neutral zone face-off. But there's only 6 seconds left on the clock, so very much going to end things here as Newton North smartly just falls on the puck, as it was further away from there, and they just decided to take the defensive approach, not give Brookline a chance at a fluky one-timer, and that will end the second period. The score remains the same in the second period. Through two, the score, Brookline 3, Newton North 2. No new goals added in that second period. But we got some new money and added to the fundraiser of this Junior Beanpot Charity Hockey Tournament. The number has gone up from I believe 26.26 up to $2,752. The goal is $5,000. Keep it going, people. Keep giving me reasons to update. And of course, as always, if you're enjoying the live stream, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and keep the good vibes going in the live chat. Jansen Cantor, I saw you giving the shout out to the Zamboni during the first intermission. Don't think I didn't notice. But for now, second intermission, Brookline 3, Newton North 2. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan from the Foxborough Sports Center in Foxborough, Massachusetts. I'll be back for the third and final period of regulation after a brief break off the mic. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome back. Returning to the mic, I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, coming to you live from Foxborough Sports Center in Foxborough, Massachusetts. Bringing you live coverage of this junior Beanpot hockey tournament semifinal between Brookline and Newton North. Score is 3-2 in favor of Brookline. No score in the second period after 5 goals scored between the two teams in the first. And the battery on my camera is starting to get a little low, so at some point I may simply have to switch over to my phone camera. Because unfortunately my portable battery pack is also out of power. Might see if I can scoot all my equipment over several feet, see if I can get a little closer to a nearby outlet. But I'm not sure. I'm hoping this holds out for a while, and worst comes to worst, I've got my old reliable phone camera as a backup, so there might be some chaotic things happening visually in this period. We're going to see what happens. We're going to do the best we can like we always do. And in the meantime, remember, down in the description section, the link to the fundraiser. Donate money. It's for a good cause, for the Travis Roy Center for Enhanced Independence, meant to help people dealing with all kinds of paralytic injuries so that they can live more normal, independent lives in spite of their physical limitations. Last I checked, we were up to 2,700. So let's keep that number going up, because we are now up to 2,800. At the start of the third period here in this semifinal, we have reached $2,802 here on this fundraiser for the Travis Roy Center for Enhanced Independence. So gotta give props to the two guys in net today, Gavin Doucette and Craig Haas, for the good efforts they're bringing. Plenty of props to be given all around. And actually, I got one shout out that I was requested to give during the intermission. Marlene Lyons, one of our frequent commenters, a frequent watcher of these broadcasts. Your sister Linda from Vegas is here at the Foxborough Center, and she says hi. So lots of fun, lots of camaraderie, all the good vibes. We love it here at the Foxborough Sports Center. And we've got one more period of hockey left here in regulation. I don't know what the delay is here. Are we waiting for the officials? Ah, yes we are. And there they are. Okay, so now we're ready to go. Slight delay there while we waited for the officials to return to the ice. Kind of need them. They're kind of important. Looks like Brookline's going to open offensively with their third forward line. The Max Guo, Greg Aptekman, Grady Ames line. Trying to counter Newton North's line of Aiden Umina, Hayden Willen, and Ben Pachis. Here we go, 1 period left, bring the noise. The puck has been dropped. Grady Ames pushing it forward across the blue line, but immediately cleared out by Brody King. Greg Tapkman pushes it back into the Newton North end. Sent around by Steven Solari. Ricocheted, Umina pushes it into the neutral zone, taken by Max Guo, sent up ice. Solari sends it back to the neutral zone. Out of the scrum, it's ricocheted over to Umina. Broken up by James Redding. Redding lifts it into the neutral zone. And it's pushed back to King and across to Solari, back to King. King sends it up to Umina, backhander, broken up by Redding. Pachis broke up that one, but it's recovered by Guo and lifted down to the Newton North end, and that's going to be icing. And so we will have a face-off in the Brookline end here in the third. Oops, sorry, my bad. Out of the face-off, it's pushed almost out to the neutral zone, but kept in by Lee. Now Brookline forces it out. Emmett Tien trying to get around Lee. Lee tries to clear it, and he does. Good defensive effort by Max Lee for Newton North. It's now pushed back into the Newton North end. Cam Norton clears it out. Ricochets, it's taken by Jack Herman. Sent around the boards. Taken out the back by Lee. Lee sends it around for Christian Kirker, gets away from him. Dylan Katz swooping in. Katz backhands, recovers. Backhand pass for Tien. The one-timer is saved by Doucette. Tien recovers but couldn't push it forward. Tien now gets it, backhands back to Gurdon. Noah Gurdon back to Tien. Tien looking around, tries to send a pass through, but Gurdon got tangled up with Norton. Recovered by Katz, sent to the corner to Pace. Marcus Pace sends it off the boards for Gurdon. Gurdon coming around the back. Now backhands it into the corner for Pace. Pace kicks it along, gets tangled up with Norton, taken by Tien. Tien making an approach, sends one through Pace. Oh, whiffed on the backhander, missed wide. Gurdon recovers, sends it around. Lee takes it. Lee sends it around for Pryor. Pryor sends it around the boards for Kirker. Kirker couldn't lift it out, and Katz keeps it on the attack. Ricochets over to Tien. Tien skating around, looking for an opening. Long distance shot, saved by Doucette. Rebound chance. Couldn't get through. Sent back to Tien. Another long shot. Save again by Doucette, and this time it's cleared out. And that's going to be icing. How's about Gavin Doucette? A number of great scoring chances for Brookline. Great efforts, but Doucette stood on his head for that sequence and has kept this a one-goal game. .12:36 on the clock here in the third. Face-off is pushed back, but taken. Long shot, save Doucette. Solari sends it up. Now it's sent in the neutral zone. Taken by Katz. Passed across to Seth Walpowitz. Walpowitz sends it up. Connor Erdman moves it along. It's taken out the back by King. Passed across for Solari. Solari gets tangled up with Erdman. And it's poked out into the corner and controlled by Solari. Solari skating with it through the neutral zone. Lifts it down off the back. It's taken by Hayden Willen. Passed back for King. Launches a shot saved by Haas. Now Katz recovers it. Taking it around the back. Fakes out Pachis. Sends a pass up. Out into the neutral zone. Ricochets taken by Erdman. Erdman sends it off the boards. Taken by King. King sends a pass across to Solari. Solari sends it up. Finds Pachis. Broken up. Stolen away by Jason O'Brien. But then stolen back by Hayden Willen. Willen sends it around. Max Guo gets there first, sends it around the back, but it's taken by Umina, given over to Willen. Willen lost it off the side of the net, and now it's taken back by Brookline. Skating on the counter. Pass gets tangled up in the skates and cleared out to the neutral zone. Now Umina lifts it down to the Brookline end, where it's going to be chased down by Redding. Redding skating with it. across the blue line himself and launches it off the back and into the corner. Attempted clear, walled off. Guo was skating out with it, but broken up by Pryor. Pryor sends it off the boards. Jason O'Brien keeps it in play, sends it to the corner. Jace Gangadaran couldn't stay with it, and it's cleared away by Norton. Pinned to the boards, it's taken by Max Lee. Lee passes up, finds a target, but it's broken up and recovered by Redding. Redding sends a pass up to Gangadaran, who gives it over to Grady Ames. Ames making his approach, defended by Norton. He goes around the back, tries to send one through. Almost a one-timer for Guo. How many good chances will it take? Herman a long shot, blocked by Pryor. And sent out, and now skating on the counter is Christian Kirker. Kirker gets slammed into the boards and goes down briefly. Hope he's okay as Brookline skates on the counter. It's a race to the puck. Gurdon touches it. Henry Ames. It's put in. Noah Gurdon recovered it off the post and put it in. His second goal of the day. Newton North, I think, is trying to argue that the goal came off the post. So the officials are conferring, assuming this is good. This will be a goal for Noah Gurdon, assisted by Henry Ames. So that'll be 2 goals for Noah Gurdon. The officials still talking with the Newton North coaches, as this is a potentially big difference maker, but how about the passing? While in the midst of a line change, and I might have it wrong, maybe it wasn't Henry Ames, maybe it was Grady Ames. I was trying my best to follow as fast as it goes, but I think it was Henry Ames. Let me know in the live chat if you guys saw a different jersey number, because I very well could have seen this wrong. But it looks like the goal is good. Noah Gurdon with his second goal today. And just like that, it's a 4-2 lead for Brookline here in the third period. Face-off goes down to the Newton North end and couldn't be cleared by King. It's taken by Tien. Tien coming around the back, sends a pass back to Dylan Katz. Katz launches a shot, blocked out, recovered by Tien. His shot blocked, recovered by Katz. Katz winds and fires. It's blocked. All the blocked shots. And the attempted clear does get out to the neutral zone and into the Brookline end. Getting there first is James Redding, sends it around the boards. Chased down by Pachis, but broken up by Tien. Gurdon had it for a second, but it's taken back by Pachis. Pachis skating passes to a wide open Willen. Shot saved by Haas. Now Brookline skating on the counter. This is Tien. Tien gains the blue line. Coming around, shot blocked by Norton. Tien recovers it around the back, but it's taken away. Passed up to Umina. His pass ricochets. And Norton trying to work his way through there, but couldn't quite do it. And now it's taken by McDougall. McDougall gains the blue line. McDougall brings it into the corner where he gets smushed into the boards by Norton, but he stays with it. Pass goes back. Tien backhands it to complete the line change. Sent into the corner, chased down by Lee. Lee lifts it out to the neutral zone, and that's going to roll along. No icing. Walpowitz sends it around the boards. Solari trying to keep after it, but it is sent around for Erdman. Erdman's pass goes up to McDougall, forced into the neutral zone where it's taken by Tenaglia. Tenaglia sends it down, and that will be icing. So folks, let me know if you think you know better than me on who got the assist on that goal, because I know the goal was scored by Noah Gurdon, and I think the assist was Henry Ames, and I think the secondary assist is Jace Gangadaran. You know, that's one of those things I'm going to go back to the tape to make sure. But I do know the goal scored. McDougal coming around the back. Gets smushed into the boards again. That's going to be a penalty against Newton North. It's a delayed penalty. Goalie comes out, and Brookline can't poke one through Doucette, and so that will start the power play. 7:57 on the clock here in the third period. Brookline leads Newton North 4-2. Remember, down in the description section of the video, you can find the link to donate to the Junior Beanpot fundraiser for the Travis Roy Center for Enhanced Independence. Currently, we are at $2,802. The goal is $5,000. We'll have another day of games tomorrow that we can raise money with, but keep it going as high as you can. Pass goes back. Is Noah Gurdon from the point. Sails high. Chase down in the corner. This is Tien. Sends it through to McDougal. McDougal tries a backhand, but it's blocked. Recovered by Tien. Sends a shot through. Off the pole and into the ceiling. Boy, you're not going to see that very often. Minute 41, still on the power play. Face-off is sent to the corner. Solari takes it, sends it around the boards. Tien keeps it on the attack, gets it to Henry Ames. Back to Tien. Tien back to Henry Ames. Henry Ames skating around, looking for an opening. Decides to dump it off for Gurdon. Gurdon, 2 goals already, fires a shot, blocked into the netting. Boy, can you imagine if in the first Travis Roy Junior Beanpot tournament to not feature Jacob Gurdon as a player after he graduated, his younger brother Noah gets a hat trick? That would be insane. Gurdon passes across for McDougal. McDougal sends one down low. Shot turned away by Doucette. Good chance there for Grady Ames, but just couldn't finish. Attempted clear, ricochets off McDougal's skate, taken by Tien. Tien sends it down for Grady Ames. Shot is turned away by Doucette. Recovered on the rebound by McDougal. McDougal comes around. Shot saved by Doucette and covered up. Whoa. Again, even with 4 goals allowed today, you've got to tip your cap to Gavin Doucette. He's made some great saves today. Officials giving a bit of a talk to Solari after it looked like Henry Ames kind of got shoved into the net there at the end of that play. Brookline sends out their second power play unit. Guo, Pace, and Erdman with Redding and Katz on the back. Face-off is controlled by Brookline. Pass sent to the near side boards. Redding sends it around, and it's chased down by Guo. He kind of whiffed on that, but now takes it. Looking around, weaving his way through, fires a shot, glove save. No, a rebound chance. Where's the puck? It's blown dead. Almost a rebound chance off that shot from Guo. But again, Gavin Doucette doing everything he can to keep his team in this game. 37 seconds still left on the penalty. Face off. Pass goes back to Katz, across to Redding. Redding sends a long shot. Almost a juicy rebound, but it's cleared out. Pass goes back to Katz again. Katz across to Redding. Redding, long shot, saved by Doucette. Rebound recovered by Guo. Pass back to Katz. Katz launches a shot, turned away by Doucette. Rebound recovered by Redding. Redding tries to send one through the middle. Grady Ames! Or is that Mark? Yeah, that's Grady Ames! Grady Ames with the power play goal! Grady Ames left over from the first power play unit. I don't know when they shifted him in there. Or maybe they decided to go for a different arrangement. Either way, Grady Ames with Brookline's second power play goal of the day. Both Ames brothers have scored in each of Brookline's past 2 games. They each scored 1 against Natick. Now they've each scored 1 against Newton North. Both of their goals today coming on the power play. It's been a great week to be an Ames brother, as this one almost stolen. Poked back, taken by Thomas O'Brien, sent off the boards. Still pinned to the boards, still ricocheting around. Now it gets out to McDougall. McDougall approaches, shot goes off the pole, almost ricocheted in for a juicy rebound in the slot, but not quite. Now making an approach, O'Brien gets there first, beats Tommy Cedrone to the puck, and now it's a 5-2 Brookline lead as that one goes too far, and that'll be icing. And we got an update on more Brookline High sports. Brookline High boys basketball beat Brockton today 50-46. Thank you, Yuli Burstein, for the update. Quick shot saved by Haas. Face-off won by Newton North. Attempted clear is walled off. Quick shot covered up by Haas. Give some credit to Craig Haas as well. Brookline has, in general, been winning the possession battle. So Haas hasn't faced as many shots as Doucette, but he's still had to make some nice saves on a number of occasions here today. This face-off eventually corralled by Gurdon, passed up to Tien. Tien sends it off the boards. What a breakup in midair by Lee. And Umina sends it down to the Brookline end. Fighting for it and taking it is Jason O'Brien. Lifts it up to the neutral zone. It's knocked down by Umina. Umina gains the blue line. Swarmed though and loses the puck out the back. He recovers it. Coming around, sending a pass down the corner. Pachis trying to chase after it. Sends a backhand pass back to Norton. Long shot goes in! The shot from Cam Norton might have been redirected in by Hayden Willen, and given that he is leading the parade here, I think that goal will be credited to Hayden Willen. So it's a 5-3 game now with 4:26 on the clock. An important goal for Newton North because, anyone who's watched hockey knows that in the closing minutes, when you're trying to think, can we pull our goalie and conceivably make a comeback, a 2-goal deficit is kind of considered like a magic number of sorts. As McDougall making an approach, sends one through, couldn't be redirected, and instead it's going to be pushed into the neutral zone, launched back by Walpowitz, recovered instead by King, sent up, and Walpowitz sends it back across the blue line, but Brookline can't take it. So instead, King takes it, passes across to Solari, who sends it up the line, taken now by Redding. Redding lifts it over to Erdman, pass back to Walpowitz, pushed through to the neutral zone where it's recovered by Pryor. Now to ricochets over to Tenaglia. Now taken away, and Ames lifts a high one. Henry Ames the pass up for McDougall. McDougall coming around the back, lost the puck, but it's recovered by Erdman. Erdman fires a shot, saved by Doucette, and he saves the rebound chance from McDougall. .326 on the clock here in the third. Newton end face-off. Tangled up. Still tangled up, and the attempted clear was walled off for a second, but now kicked out to the neutral zone by Umina. Launched right back in by Ryan Wilson. Brookline trying to stay with it. This is Aptekman. Pass back to Thomas O'Brien. Backhander can't find a target, and Pages takes it out to the neutral zone. Aptekman keeping up the pressure, but it's recovered by Umina. Umina manages to get a pass out to the neutral zone. Newton North skating on the counter, gaining the blue line. Long shot, glove, saved by Haas. Sorry if my camera didn't quite keep up with that horizontally. 2:49 on the clock here in regulation. Brookline leads Newton North 5-3. A trip to the Junior Beanpot Championship game on the line. Face off. Sent into the corner. Redding takes it, lifts it out. Ricochets several different ways along the boards. Now out into open ice, poked forward, but recovered by Newton North. But an errant pass off a skate. Pace races in, whiffs on the shot, and it's taken instead by Norton. Norton backhands it up the ice, kept on the attack by Gurdon a couple of times. Now Noah Gurdon skating out with it. Passes to a wide open T-in shot. Save again! Save again! Gavin Doucette stopped all three Brookline forwards on that chance. The quick wrister from T-in, the attempted putback from Pace, and the attempted jam past the goalie by Noah Gurdon. All three stopped by Gavin Doucette. .2:19 on the clock. And now this gets tough for Newton North. They have to get it down to the Brookline end if they're even going to think about pulling the goalie to get an extra skater. Face off is lost a bit. Now Gurdon backhands it up the boards. Now it's lifted. Knocked away to Pace. Pace staying tangled up with Umina. It does get out to the neutral zone where it's taken by Katz. Backhands a couple times, gets tangled up in the ref's skates, but now lifted up across the blue line. Gurdon passes for T-in shot. Score! That one might just be the dagger. Emmett T-in off the assist from Noah Gurdon. What a day that line is having. Noah Gurdon and Emmett T-in with 2 goals apiece. And with 1:55 left and now a 3-goal deficit, that one might just be the dagger in the heart. Face-off controlled by McDougall. Pass back. Now set across to Redding. Now through to McDougall. Pushed into the Newton North end. Taken by Solari. Solari skating with it. Gets it out to the neutral zone, but it's taken by McDougall. McDougall trying to fend off the forecheck from Solari. Gets a pass across to Redding. Redding sends a pass off the boards just out of reach of Erdman. It's taken by King instead. Pass across. Now coming around, I believe, is Umina. Umina forces it into the neutral zone. Now gains the blue line. Down to the back end. And it's poked away by Redding. Out to the neutral zone where it's taken by Norton. Just over a minute left. Willen pushes it into the corner. Katz sends it around. Redding tries to clear it, but it's taken by Norton. Long shot kicked away. Almost a juicy rebound for Umina. And now it's taken back by Umina. Shot is blocked again by big James Redding. Skating with it now is Henry Ames. Dumped off for Connor Erdman. Long shot misses wide. Recovered, but now taken by Willen. Willen skating through the neutral zone. Broken up and taken back by Erdman. Defensive efforts of Jack Herman and Thomas O'Brien. Pass goes to Herman, now across to O'Brien. Now a long one up is going to miss everybody, and that's going to be icing. 22.3 seconds left in this contest. And unless there's a miraculous comeback, Newton North will be facing Lexington in the third-place game tomorrow evening, and Brookline will be facing Bishop Feion in a rematch of last year's Travis Roy finals tomorrow night. Face off. Brookline trying to clear it, and it's lifted out. 15 seconds left, and Solari is left chasing it down in his own end. Solari out the back, trying to lift it. Gets tangled up in the boards. And 3, 2, 1, 0. Game over. The Brookline High Warriors will return to the Junior Beanpot Championship game for a date with destiny and a rematch of last year's finals against Bishop-Sheehan. The final score here at Foxborough Sports Center, the Brookline High Warriors 6, the Newton North High Tigers 3. A crazy high-scoring game. 3 goals from Brookline each in the first and third periods. 2 from Newton North in the first and 1 in the third. For Newton North, the goal scorers, Luke Tenaglia, Aiden Umina, and Hayden Willen. For Brookline, Emmett Tien and Noah Gurdon with 2 goals each. And then 2 more from them Ames brothers, 1 from Grady and 1 from Henry, both on the power play. Thank you all so much for tuning in here tonight. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, happy to have brought you this 2023 Travis Roy Junior Beanpot Tournament semifinal contest between Brookline and Newton North. Remember, if you liked the video, be sure to hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on all my upcoming live streams, including tomorrow's Junior Beanpot Championship game between Brookline and Bishop-Sheehan. And also, if you want to tune in for a bit of a matinee, we've got an early afternoon game of Brookline High girls hockey as they will be hosting Natick at Walter Brown Arena. I'll be covering both of those, so be sure to stay tuned. Subscribing to the channel can help. Anything you'd like to say after the live stream is over, you can say it in the comment section down below. As we got, again, more good vibes in the live chat from Caitlin Wilson. Awesome job, Brookline, from Lisa Redding. Thanks, Jesse. Looking forward to hearing your call tomorrow night's game. I'm looking forward to calling it. As Brookline skates victoriously off the ice, remember, go down to the description section of the video. Find the link where you can donate to the Junior Beanpot fundraiser to give money for the Travis Roy Center for Enhanced Independence. Our last mark on the fundraiser right now, $2,802 raised for the Travis Roy Center. Keep it up, folks. I expect to see a bigger number when I'm back here tomorrow night. You can check out the bottom right corner of your screen, and you'll see the URL to my personal website, jessesports.com. Find out more about me, the freelance sportscasting services that I provide, and how you can commission those services for your favorite team or player. Below that, my email address, jgms88@gmail.com, if you want to contact me directly with any requests or questions. And then below that, the URL to my Instagram account, instagram.com/jgms88, where you can follow me on Instagram, where I post highlights from previous live streams. And I'll have plenty to pick from this one. But that is going to do it from the Foxborough Sports Center in Foxborough, Massachusetts. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. The final score, Brookline 6, Newton North 3. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, and I will see you tomorrow night.